Awesome. Thanks, Yuni, for sharing the growth, for sharing the app. Now, we have a bit of updates within the G ecosystem that I wanted to share with you. A lot of you have received the link on the rebrand that we are doing. We would appreciate your input in filling in the survey. Takes 2 minutes. There's there's a there's a survey that takes 5 minutes and another one that takes 2 minutes. Either way, we are a request for your input because you've been working with us, you have interacted with us, and you know what is lacking in terms of GoodDollar for you. And so would really appreciate if you can help us shape GoodDollar's new look. Then our mentors and communities are showing up. We have over 1,200 unique users supporting different projects. So please keep all the mentors updated on what you're doing. Meet your mentors if you have not been meeting them. Tell the community what you're doing. FocusPet, I think, has been this has been the most. FocusPet has been the most loud and canvassing as well in terms of like telling people what they're doing, and this has resulted in a lot of growth for the teams. And I'd urge other teams to also be loud. Don't be afraid to be loud because this helps us to understand what you're doing and also to gather support from the community. Then a small heads up, the Thursday workshop that we were to do on go-to-market strategy moved to Thursday. I know most of you are looking forward to it. It's not been cancelled, only a few days moved forward, and we are excited to present that with Mary. And then the other thing that I would mention is opportunities get shared in the Builders channel every week. What's checking in on what opportunities could work for you or some of the things that you could plug into. And then the engagement rewards are available. I've been talking to some of you on how to implement them, but go to the grantees kit, go to how to rally support, and all the information is there on engagement rewards. Of course, if you have any question, I'm always happy and ready to support you. We can also brainstorm together on how you can implement this, as I've been doing with some of the teams. But let's know that also engagement rewards are available. Also, one last thing, and it's not included here in the updates, is we want to start building towards applications that can be listed on MiniPay. And if you can build your app to be MiniPay compatible, that would be obviously, you don't have to start working on it now, and we can always work on this together. As a team, but we want to start working towards this because eventually it will help you to also reach that community that exists there. Other than that, I want to cut this short and say that this is the schedule for presentations today. If you have not uploaded your slides, please do upload them. But we are already like 10 minutes past because we started a bit late, but FocusPet becomes the first team. Please let's adhere to time and share with us your most exciting updates. Yeah, so before we start with FocusPet and all the other teams, I just want to ask, does anybody have a question for me or the G team in general? Okay, it seems that there are no questions. So I will pause there and go back, just highlight the teams that are presenting. We're starting with FocusPet. Olivia and Oshioke, are you around?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. So take it away, Wawas. Congratulations on your growth, and we can't wait to hear what you have to present. I'll stop sharing and give you the floor.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Oshoke, and I'm a co-founder at Focus Pets, and I'm going to share my screen a bit. So, let me go to our slides. So, for this epoch, we've actually seen significant growth in all our metrics. So yeah, I think in the last demo day, we're targeting about 250 users. As of that demo day, we're about 160 or 150 or so. But we've been able to rise past the target, and we are currently at about 300 users plus. We also targeted a a total focused hour of 5,000, and right now we're sitting at around about 7,800 hours of focus time across all our users on Focus Pets. For user traction, we've grown to 293 on-chain users, 145 monthly active users, and 41 daily users. So we've had a peak growth of about 100 to 200 users per day this past week with zero paid marketing. So, and we have about 3,334 total on-chain transactions, which means that users aren't just signing up, they're actually coming back to actually use the app day by day. So this is a combination of our focus activity, our total focus. We have about 2,500 focus sessions. So that's every time that a user initiated a focus session, we have about 7,800 hours of focus time. So we have about 408 sessions of those focus times were about 90 minutes or longer. So these aren't casual users, they are actually deeply engaged and using focus pets for that. So we also have our daily focus hours grew consistently from April 8th to April 12th. This shows that users are building real habits. For our G dollar economy, our weekly G volume is peaked at 4,000 Gs in the week of April 6th. The volume has been growing consistently since March. This shows that the circular economy is actually working. So yeah, so this is our summary of our stats. And for the next epoch, we are targeting about 500 users with about 10,000 focus hours. We started doing focus competitions. As for those that are in our Telegram community, you can see that we are doing focus competitions, then outreaches, and we are planning to revamp our UI and UX over the coming weeks. So that is still under development. So yeah, then the challenge, but currently we are trying to get listed on MiniPay, and we're still looking for ways for gas fee. So I know this is quite recurring, but we're trying to make it better. We have a gas fee structure already, but we want to make it better and more seamless for our users. So that is it. So we also developed a Dune dashboard that you can just check out the link and you can see our progress over time. So yeah, that's it for Focus Pets so far.
Congratulations, guys. I think this has been awesome to see, and also all the work that you've put in. I'm very proud of you guys, and I hope that you continue with the growth. I'm rooting for you. I think the next team that we have, the Lulu, Zinta,
I want to say
Oh.
something. You mentioned gas, so I hope everyone knows that we are sponsoring gas for GoodBuilders users. So if a user is verified, you went to whitelisting, then we're sponsoring the gas for them, and you can use our API to also make sure that the user wallet is refilled with gas every time you visit your app. Of course, there's a limit to the amount of gas, but it should be enough. So you can let users know that if they go through the verification, then they can get free gas to use your app.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Hadar, for that.
Thank you very much.
If you have any questions, Salake, on that, maybe you can reach to us on the side if you're not able to do it.
No problem.
Yeah, awesome. But otherwise, good work, and we can't wait to see the growth. Zinta, you're next? The floor is yours.
Yeah. Hi everybody. Okay. So hi guys. My name is Zinta, and I'm the founder of Delulu. So I'm just gonna walk you guys through the what we've been able to achieve in the last epoch. Yeah. So where we are, we currently have 270 plus streamers. As of the last demo day, we had 80 users, and we set the goal for us as of last epoch was to get 150 users. And we are happy to announce that we've grown from 80 users to 270 active dreamers. And we've also grown our community to 270 members. And we also have 246,000 G in circulation. So on my right, you can see the leaderboard and the users that we've been able to onboard. Yeah, so that's it for our growth. And what we shipped as of the last epoch, we launched a campaign called the Dululu Monday. So if you're here and you do not know what we do, we basically are supporting users to achieve their dreams by breaking it down into smaller goals and setting milestones on Dululu. And yeah, staying active while doing that. You're also using G to bet on yourself, and the community and your friends are also buying your shares. So as you achieve your goals, you are earning G, and your supporters are also earning G as well. Yeah, so we launched a weekly campaign, which is still ongoing. So all you need to do to participate is to create a goal. It can be as simple as working out or drinking so liters of water every morning. And that's it. You share the link with your community and they use G to support your dream. So that's what we shipped last epoch. And our focus is to grow from 270 plus users to 600. We did exceed our expectation during the last epoch, and the ultimate goal is to get 5,000 users. But yeah, we're breaking it down into smaller milestones, and we're hoping that by the next epoch, we're going to exceed the 600 whitelisted new users or in GoodBuilder ecosystem. And that's it. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Awesome. Also lovely to see the growth. I know you've had many pivots. You're also doing student activations, which is awesome. Congratulations, keep going, and I hope you reach the 600 users in the next epoch.
Thank you.
Any question? Okay, if there are no other question, let's go to canvassing, and maybe you can tell us a bit also about the referral program as well, having that it brought a lot of people to using canvassing and the massive growth. Congratulations once again, but let's hear it.
Yeah, hi guys. My screen is about to share. Okay. I think someone else is sharing. Go back here. Okay, yeah, I think now it's okay. So welcome to canvassing, and I'm happy to report that we had an amazing weekend last weekend. So if you're here for the first time, canvassing basically connects people who want product validation, people who want their first 100 users, to now a pool of participants. So the participants have a platform called Packs, and then researchers usually create, or researchers or product validators, they create their task using another platform. And I think for this particular round, as we've been in 3 rounds, we had 3 technical milestones and 2 non-technical or growth milestones. And we finished the technical milestones, and since the start of this epoch that is ending, we have been pursuing those 2 growth milestones. So getting more people, distributing more G, that has been the slogan. And I think so, because we have not had a lot of technical work, it's been we wanted to now harmonize, start reporting, metrics, etc. So we shipped a small minimalist stats page that I've shared also in the charts, which you can look at. So basically, it just shows you how many wallets we have logged. So whenever someone downloads our app, the version 2 allows you to create a wallet, and then we log that wallet on chain so that we're able to follow it. And then once that wallet is logged and it's verified, we compare it against the identity contract. And yeah, so we are able to display that data. Let me go back to the presentation. So this epoch, and particularly this weekend, we had a small experiment from Wednesday, where we ran a small ad, a small meta ad, a small $15 meta ad. and it ran from Wednesday to around Friday, and we got about 300 installs in those 3 days, which was okay. But then when people came to the platform, they found that we have a referral program. So essentially, if someone signs up using your link and not just signing up, they have to complete face verification. So if they complete face verification, the person who referred them is sent, so a referral record is created, and then they can go and claim it. So it started as 1,000 G per referral. We halved it so that we're able to manage the surge. Sorry, I think this got disconnected, but that was what happened during the weekend. So that's so the small ad plus the referral program, they were able to bring us over 2,000 downloads. And then we also, like was said in the opening presentation, we got about 1,500 people at least. I think in the stats page we have about 1,700 verified wallet addresses. So those people who are coming, they've also been exposed to Good Collective pools. And when they're withdrawing, they have the option to claim and make an impact, where 10% of their referral or task or achievement, it goes to a Good Collective. And so that this weekend, if I can reference this chart, I don't know if nothing is showing here. So sorry, I got disconnected. Anyway. So I'm going to reference during that chat which I sent earlier in the chat. Yeah. So this particular chart shows you that in the last, so on 11th we distributed about 1.4 million G, which is about $100, and that so the weekend was consequential for us, and so that was, I would say, the biggest highlight. And we've also, because now we are creating wallets, we're also now sponsoring Celo directly, and we're also using our Paymaster. So very, very consequential weekend. And I think now this has moved us closer to achieving our growth milestones, which we are going to do hopefully before the program ends. And now to bring more tasks, we are pursuing program partnerships for programs like this, to have people who are building to test their products. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for listening, and we hope to continue growing, and thanks to the Good Dollar team for the support.
Awesome. I think the growth has been impressive, and I hope it doesn't stop here. Everybody, if you want to use canvassing, please check out what I do, share all the relevant links. And in case you need any help with also partnerships, we can talk and see how we can support. As you know, I'm always ready to support and happy to do it. Congratulations once again, and can't wait to see growth in the next epoch. Anybody from the team, do you have any questions? And do you have any questions for Andrew? If not, we can move forward. Okay, I assume no questions. Next, we have Olise, who's also made great strides in growth. Take it away, if you're here. Can't wait to see the presentation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Andrew forgot to say one thing, that he's also running a self ad. It could have also brought in some people that he forgot to credit that. So I'm Olise. I'm working on self ads, like a decentralized advertising platform on Celo. We are also running like ads, how you see meta ads, but the difference is like you can monetize your audience. If you have a site like, let's say like the one of Andrew, which is bringing in 1,000 people, they can get solve tokens, and you can also get which you can redeem. Okay. So the Epoch update is like, we have now had 12 campaigns. We have 6 publisher sites, which are growing. There are more, but they haven't been verified, so we can't put them there. So we have, I put here 40 views. I forgot to add that, but they are in 250. If you go on our site, the leaderboard already has over 250 people. And then we have had an amazing performance. We have over, the people who have been creating ads and stuff, it's over now 600K in Gs that has passed through the contract. It's there, the contract is verifiable. And now, if these people who are on the leaderboard, if you have seen an ad, if you are here and you have seen an ad or self ad somewhere, you can just go and claim Gs. It's also live. So there's usually a problem statement. I usually add it here. If you check the money that's going into ads, the Twitter ads, the Facebook ads, it's over 500 billions, like the meta ads, the normal ads. But all this is like, every time you see an ad, you don't get rewarded. If you are a publisher running ads, there is like fake impressions. You don't know who has seen your ad. You get that they just tell you 50 people have seen the ads, but you can't see them. So that's the gap. That's where Solve Ads is coming in, and we are making something that brings a value loop for the users, like the people who have seen the ads. All of them are on the leaderboard. They can just go in their wallets and now claim. For advertisers, you can see your tokens being claimed and by real users who are verified by GoodBuilders, meaning you can see the value for your thing. And then for the publishers, your audience, people now will come to your sites while you're browsing. We are supposed to add a site index where people can see the ads from. And then, so the growth trajectory was here. Epoch 1 was we tried and had one ad. Epoch 2, that's when we grew by 3. Epoch 3, which was last time, we had 6. And then we tried because we were not pushing because we never had a way to redeem the Gs. When we put it there, we now had to push and doubled. So we now have over 12 live campaigns from, if you view from everywhere, then we have 6 publisher sites that are supposed to grow to 12, but I'd say they haven't verified. And the number, the 40, but it's a mistake, it should be 250 plus. And then what's driving this growth is like, now since people can redeem Gs, it's now becomes easier for us to approach advertisers, to approach publishers, giving them the return on investment. The redemption flywheel, I've already talked about it. You can now redeem. It's just easy. You don't need, the thing is like, we don't put in gas fees, we don't do what? You just redeem your Gs and they directly come to your wallet. We sponsor them. So the revenue model, the soft tokens which we have, we just redeem them for one-to-one $GoodBuilder. Yeah, currently GoodBuilder is the only site, is the only token that is there. Creating an ad, there is a utility. If you can swap any token you have to GoodBuilder, and you do. Oh God, this is becoming too long. Sorry. So that's the thing. Now, what's next? I haven't said what's next right now. We are now going to focus mainly on growth to see that we have a lot of publishers, we have a lot of ads, we have a lot of value coming into the ecosystem through Solve Rewards. So that's the main thing. We are just focusing on the growth next time to grow these numbers. We are now done with the code. That is it. And if you have questions, thank you. I can answer them.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your presentation. And maybe some of the 1,000 people that went to canvassing came from you guys. So everybody look into Solve Ads and see how you can work together. Balayo, I know it has also made lots of strides in terms of growth, and I can't wait to hear everything that you have to share with us, including achieving your first growth milestone. Take it away. You're muted, I think. You're good.
Thank you, Hal, and thank you, the GoodBuilders team. Let me share my screen. And everyone can see it. Nice. First, everything it's in the stats page. So the stats page feeds it directly from the smart contract. So if you want to check the on-chain activity, you can go there and click in and select full history, which means that it takes like 3 to 5 minutes to load because it's loaded directly from blockchain, but you see like the whole thing. What I shipped, we had the first in real study sessions with the students in Bahia. I was online, but the professor and lead students were there. The lead students are a group of like 9 students who are like studying computer science, grad students when they're studying computer science, engineering, etc. And they will be the one to act as multipliers once they are like, they are prepared for it at the end of the pilot. We passed way beyond the 50 tasks that we settled as the growth milestone. So we had like 104 tasks created and 185 tasks claimed, and 40 tasks approved. They were like tasks regarding creating the Good Dollar wallet, verifying the humanity, and doing the small things, learning about Good Dollar, doing the first claim of the UBI, sending some Good Dollar to a friend. Those basic things. The bad thing here is that we can track what they did within Balayo, but the tasks for them to send Good Dollar and invite other people, that one we still cannot track directly from Balayo. I just know they did because they share the hashes, but we cannot show that here yet. Also, I'm in touch with the Celo lead in Brazil, Ben. Ben is a close friend. I was lucky enough to be the one onboarding him to Web3 and to Celo, and we'll be integrating Balayo and the Good Dollar ecosystem to 2 other pilots here in Brazil, one in Minas Gerais and another in Rio de Janeiro. Both are already happening. One is with an organization called Women Who Code, Mulheres que Codam, and the other one it's with a very similar pilot. A teacher is teaching the students about Solidity, about Celo, basic stuff on blockchain. So we chip it mostly in these 2 areas, in growth and in new partnerships. What is working? The DApp is fine. I struggled a little bit with the database because we gather from both Web3, both on-chain transactions and Web2 database. Students are very active. We triple the on-chain activity within just 1 week of the pilot starting last week, and they are giving a lot of feedback on what they want to learn. So the connection with the university it's also fine. We have now a formal partnership, and the university have I think 800 students, something more than it. And we are ready to, after finishing the pilot, we'll be ready to expand to the whole university. They're focusing on 2 things. One, computer science and engineering, and another, administration, management and international relations. Also, the growth, as a result, the growth is kind of fine. What's been tricky? Total failure on comms. The person in charge of comms became sick, both body and mind. A very close friend, Pedro, and I was originally focused only on development, so I had 2 options: focus on comms and risk the pilots, or focus on the pilot and risk comms while doing the development stuff. So I choose the pilot because it's organic growth with a qualified audience, and most students doesn't have Twitter yet, so the comms will be just for external people. It was good, but at the same time we sacrificed something. And also, the simpler to use, the more complexity to build. I'm learning that while I try to keep Balayo very, very neutral in terms of what tasks people can add there. What's next? One, solve the database issue for us. I already, it's already working, everything is fine, but I will be sure that it doesn't broke again. Prepare Portuguese content is missing for everything, since we just we didn't have the person in charge of communications and all those stuff. Rebrand to make it more professional. A lot of the students and professors said, hey, this is very cool, but I would need it more less childish, less Web3, and to be able to use it within their own class of students. Next, integration of possibility of agents creating, claiming, completing, and approving tasks. This would be after we have everything settled, probably in 2 or 3 weeks. Consolidate the strategy for growth through already ongoing pilots. It means the ones I shared in the beginning. And consolidation here means public launching a public page where people can check everything, and to have 200 verified users within with at least 5 tasks per users before agents can do tasks. So this is us. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marcelo. I know you also had like something else last week, so also like the tripling in growth is amazing. Congratulations. I can't wait to see what you build next and what comes out of the partnership with universities. Of course, if you need any communication assistance, reach out. Please don't shy, and we can work together. Awesome. Harun, I think you're next.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Good to see the gang all together again. Let's see. Can you see my screen? No. So, okay. Just
Yes. Now I can see it.
okay. Now you can see it. Perfect. So it's been a busy 2 weeks for us. We have got feedback from the Good Dollar team on the widget, and we have also started with the savings contract on XDC network, which is our second milestone. And after the discussions that we had with Hadar today, we will be adding another milestone with our third milestone as well. And we also got some preliminary work over there done. So we have finalized the widget as of today. We have done the changes that has been requested, and that's out. So once it's merged, we're done. The XDC network savings contract is what we're currently working on, but we're also going to make some changes depending on the feedback we got today. And we will be starting with savings migration from Fuse to Cello, and also a new savings contract on Cello. So we will also be migrating the savings on Cello to the new contract, and also we will be using Superfluid while doing this. So currently, as I said, we have finished the PR change. We have started with the milestone 2, but we have also started with milestone 3 because both 2 and 3 affects each other, and we will add this new milestone soon to flow state, hopefully tonight, today, and then that will be more visible. We have pretty much doubled our resources for the development side of things because there are a lot to do. And once we have launched the first widget, I will have concrete numbers on the usage and the number of users and etc. On the exchange side of things, because the market has been very slow, it has reflected on all tokens, all chains, and pretty much all centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. But I will also have some concrete numbers there in the next demo day as well. So yeah, next demo day, I will be here presenting the finished version of milestone 2 along with the milestone 1. And also we will also show you what we have done so far for milestone 3. And we will have some growth numbers up next. So thank you for listening.
Awesome, Harun. Looking forward to seeing the growth that comes out of it, also the liquidity growing. And yeah, what we spoke about today, please add it, and looking forward to that exciting stuff. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Awesome. I think the next person should be Isusu. I'm not correct. Yeah, I'm not wrong. Emiri, are you on the call? Okay, he seems to not be on the call right now. Maybe we can have Yoni.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
hello. I'm on the call.
Oh, you are.
I didn't know I was muted.
Sorry. Because I thought I saw you before. Yeah. Okay. Take it away.
All right, GM, everyone. You're welcome to. Thank you very much for joining us for this presentation. Like you all know, Isusu, we are trying to build infrastructure for people to save individually and as a community. And in this round, we are looking at bringing about onboarding 5,000 new users. So the past 2 weeks, we try to be more technical in our approach by dealing with some stuff we needed to attend to. First of all, we got feedback that we needed to move from wallet to wallet transfer for payments to wallet to smart contract transfer. So we're able to deploy a smart contract 6 days ago to manage that. And then we noticed most of our users that they don't feel so interested in claiming good dollar. And we asked one day in the group to know why. One of them said that they are overcharged for gas fees. And then we realized that the SDK we are using actually inflates gas fees. We checked the code and we saw that there was an extra tip attached to it. So when users want to claim like 140 good dollars, they end up paying over an equivalent of over 200 good dollars to claim, which was a very, very big mistake on our part. So we're able to fix that, and including for every other transactions, and we've seen positive improvements since we fixed that issue. And then we also applied a context-aware form of sponsorship. Before now, users need to go to the AI to claim and then before coming back to do the transactions. But what we did now is before your transaction is signed, we estimate your gas and then disburse the gas needed for that transaction immediately to you. And then with that disbursed gas, with an extra allowance still, you're able to pay for your gas and then even have refunds like in your wallet based on what we sponsored for you. And then we also published a leaderboard campaign to incentivize use. The essence of this campaign or the leaderboard is to even encourage them to claim daily, no matter what they feel like the value of good dollar or not. We are trying to see if we can encourage our users to claim good dollar daily. And basically, this is what we have done in the past 2 weeks. So in the next 2 weeks and months, we are going to do more ads, reach out to all right, so that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. I know you also had a hiccup this week with your Twitter. Hopefully you managed to fix it and doesn't affect your growth. But overall, I think the feedback part is also good, how you take feedback and just work on it. Congratulations. Can't wait to see what you present next time, and the 5,000 users as always.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, awesome. Next up, I think you, Yoni.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Okay. So hi everyone, I'm Yoni from Pesia's Kitchen, rescuing food, fighting hunger. We've developed the EAT initiative. It's a platform that verifies and documents our positive actions in real time. So at each distribution point, participants simply scan a QR code, instantly recording their involvement in food rescue and addressing food insecurity on chain. This is also backed by a timestamp and geolocation. And the system also rewards participants for their contributions and can also reward the organization helping funding the activities, funding the meals that we're distributing. What we're trying to achieve is by verifying and recording our activities, we aim to create transparency, efficiency, traceability, and hopefully this will build trust and credibility and encourage greater support, donations, and volunteer engagement. So at Pesia's Kitchen, our leading program is our EAT School program, Education, Action, and Together. This initiative combines education with meaningful social engagement. So as a first step towards integrating the program into the school system, we developed the EAT Impact app. I put it in the chat. The app uses education as a gateway to Web3, enabling students to first learn and build awareness around food rescue, food insecurity, social responsibility, financial inclusion, UBI, blockchain, good dollar, and transparent impact. And from there, they actively participate through the platform where all the interactions are recorded on chain. Do I have time to share the app?
Yeah, you do. You do have some time. I have also shared it in the chat for anyone who wants to click on it.
Okay, let's see. All right. Do you see my screen?
No, I don't see it. Yeah, now I see it.
Oh, you see it? Okay. So this is the app. We tried to create something very simple, something that is appropriate for students. We can translate it into Hebrew and into English. We'll probably also translate it into Arabic because we have Arabic speaking schools. So the first thing that the students will start doing is start learning, and they'll go through a 3-paragraph section here that includes food rescue, food security, financial inclusion, UBI, blockchain, and transparent impact. It's really the initial steps, just the initial information, a little background on everything. And then they'll go through a quiz, a very short quiz, 5 questions. What does food rescue do? Redirect surplus food to communities in need. What is universal basic income? Regular payments to cover basic needs. Why is blockchain useful to track impact? It stores data transparently and can be securely changed. What happens when you complete this module? A proof of impact is recorded and a donation goes to Pesia's Kitchen. That will probably be the encouragement for the students to do this. And the last one, how does blockchain help financial inclusion by enabling direct micropayments without middlemen or high fees? And 100%, once they pass it, they'll generate the proof of impact. And at the moment, if I press here and I'll press $1 good will be transferred to Pesia's Kitchen's wallet. You can see it on, they can immediately view it on Silo Explorer. If I go inside, you'll see it. I can see it in my wallet if I open my wallet at the moment. And that's the learning module and quiz. The next thing that we're going to require from the students is the moment that they're at the distribution point and they're volunteering is to verify their participation by pressing volunteer now. Same thing, they'll press volunteer. And again, at the moment, this $1 good it will be transferred to Pesia's Kitchen. And again, you can view it on Silo Explorer and it will appear in Pesia's Kitchen's wallet. What more that we have here after that initial steps would be a Wallet Connect. So they'll press on it, they'll get a little information, what is the Wallet Connect? They can continue to Wallet Connect. They probably don't have a wallet, so they'll create a Good wallet here. It brings you to the Good site. So maybe later. And the last thing is discover more. Students who want to dive deep, learn more, educate themselves more. So they'll have here information on food rescue and food insecurity. Again, just very short information, initial information, kind of leading the child into the app. If they press explore more, they'll get to Pesia's Kitchen with a lot of information, our website. Same here. A little information, explore more, take them straight to Good website, and there they go down a rabbit hole. A lot of information. What is blockchain? If they press here, they'll get to a nice video kind of explaining what is blockchain. Food rescue, that's the initiative. So if we press on it, they'll get kind of information on exactly what they're doing here, why I'm requesting this, and everything like that. Here we got a dashboard. This is still not active. This is just a demo dashboard, but this will be active so they can see the impact, the community impact. This is not an individual dashboard at the moment. And get involved is more stuff that we're gonna implement here. Maybe more quizzes, more learning modules, more tasks. And that's about the app.
Awesome.
One thing that mentioned that all of the funding is going through the Good Collective. We have a pool there, so the funding to the whole program is transparent, and and efficient, and also Web3. So our next steps is to start implementing. So we'll start with one school and we'll move on to the rest. At one point, after we gain the children's trust and they understand what they're doing, then we would probably kind of circle back to our initial plan, and a little bit more secure, and that would be scanning a unique QR code on site with other kind of security methods, so people can't scam the system or game the system. And of course, rewards will be much higher than $1 and really funding meals and creating impact. So this is kind of our strategy and how to approach the school system and how to penetrate it, and how to gain the students' trust and to feed them the knowledge before we kind of request them to scan QR codes and do all kinds of stuff.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Yoni. I think this is a great step also with the redirect, or like the pivot that you had. Happy to see, and cannot wait to see how the schools receive it.
Great, thank you. So I put the link in the app, so in the chat. So if anybody here on the conversation wants to try it out, feel free, try it out, create impact, and give feedback. We love feedback. Thank you.
Yes, we do love feedback. Please share feedback with Yoni if you can. Would be impactful. Gardens. I think Paula, you're on. I think I saw you.
Hey, yeah, how's it going?
Hi.
All right, let me share my screen. Good to see everyone here again.
Good to see you.
Epic 4. Okay, so this epic, we are focused on our growth numbers for gardens. So I pasted some screenshots from our Dune dashboard, and this one shows our growth in communities and members, in proposals created, and also transactions. And you can see we're continuing to get linear, steady growth, especially with proposal volume and with transaction creation. And then we're still continuing to get more communities and unique members. So Gardens growth seems to be healthy. And then on the capital front, we measure two different things on Gardens. We measure TVL in funding pools, and then total funds allocated. And so the TVL kind of shows the future capital impact of Gardens, and then the total funds allocated kind of shows the historical capital impact. So that huge cliff is Gitcoin's GG24 round, where there was tons of public goods funding activity that was on Gardens. So that was a huge boost for Gardens in our capital impact. But you can see beyond that, we're still continuing to get more capital onboarded and to get more funding allocated. And then just a caveat on the TVL and funding pools here. This doesn't reflect our total TVL because we also have governance token staking, which nearly doubles the actual TVL of Gardens. So that's our growth metrics. Moving on to our progress on our builds. Over the last couple weeks, we deployed Gardens on Ethereum mainnet. That's the 7th network that Gardens is available on. It might be the final one that we deploy to. It kind of depending on what the future of L2s and the multi-chain crypto looks like. But that was kind of the last one that we really wanted to get deployed to. And so yeah, now you can create a community with any mainnet ERC20 as the governance staking token. We've also reached the halfway point of the superfluid ecosystem rewards. So there's still another 250K SUP to get earned on Gardens, including through the GoodDollar communities. And then also we have streaming conviction voting. The first production pool is live, and I'll show you that in a bit. But that was our really big kind of main benchmark / milestone that we were building for this season. And then we also hit 224K in total funding allocated. So I think we covered most of this. Let's see, we also have, so yeah, upcoming, we still have a couple things coming up. We have the full release of our streaming conviction voting, which is gonna come with an announcement and rewards for Gardens users in all communities. We're gonna make a big deal about that going live. And then also specific for the GoodBuilders ecosystem, we're gonna create a streaming conviction voting pool, and that'll be live this week, but that will wind up being half of our G rewards allocation for the communities in the GoodBuilders program. So I'll show you guys that in a minute. But it's a very good idea now to join the GoodBuilders ecosystem community and to stake G, both for the SUP rewards that you can get for that, and also because you're going to be able to vote on that to increase your stream of G tokens to your project. So here's one more look at our current numbers. Like I mentioned, that TVL is actually 91K when you factor in the governance token staking. And then let's go to our first streaming conviction voting pool, which is now live on the Gardeneros community. So this is our internal gardens working group. So we're kind of doing this as a limited release to test everything and make sure everything is working fine. But you can see in this community, we have this streaming pool, the first ever production streaming pool that's live. This one is going towards just the contributors to the Gardens platform. But you can see, kind of just like any other Gardens funding pool, you can create proposals. The difference with the streaming proposal is that if you hit the minimum conviction, then you start a stream and your conviction will then throttle the streaming rate of tokens to that beneficiary. So the more conviction you get, the more tokens you get streamed. But you need to hit that minimum conviction to have your streaming activated. So we can go super quickly over, because I know I'm running out of time, to the GoodBuilders ecosystem. So this is the community that people should join to be able to get their G token stream to support your own proposal, basically. Already we have funding pools for all of the programs currently in GoodBuilders Season 3. So this week we'll have another pool. It'll be a streaming pool. There will be proposals for each of these projects, and you can vote on it and then increase the stream that goes to your project. And I think we're up to something like maybe 15 or 20 million G, which means that there should be about 1.5 to 2 million G that's available already to be streamed to projects. So there's a decent amount to earn from this. And once that's live, I will post that in the Telegram chat, and that's when you know that you can start voting for your streaming proposal. But in the meantime, you can join, you can increase your stake here. This shows all of the G stakes for members of this. So join, stake, and then support your proposal when that's live. And that should be it for me.
Awesome. Thanks for all the updates. Congrats on all the growth. I also agree that now is a good time for GoodBuilders to join the polls. If you have any trouble, please reach out to Paul. And Paul, maybe you can drop in your Telegram on the chat so that people can reach out. But yeah, excited. Once you do the campaign, please let us know, and we are happy to support once it's live. Awesome. The other thing, so we are done with the presentations for today. Thank you so much for showing up, or sharing with us all your growth. The last thing that we have is, maybe if Driven, you're still around, for you to share shortly about the donations, if you're still around.
Yep, I'm still here. So
okay.
Exciting to see all the progress and excited to finish the program strong. Appreciate all the all your work and using the platform for Flow State. Just wanted to announce that starting tomorrow, our Superfluid SUP rewards are going to start. We have about 1.4 million SUP tokens that will be going out to the community for using the Flow State platform. So the first focus of that is going to be the the Good Builders program. And so what that practically means for you, if people donate to this Good Builders pool, they will earn SUP and you guys will all get more funding. And so we're excited to roll that out. We are also like this Flow Council tool that was built in partnership with Good Dollar and is still being developed. We also want to see more Flow Councils launched and more of these funding rounds developed. So we will also be able to, if there are other communities, if you know any, or if your community is ready to do something like that, we can also allocate SUP rewards to your Flow Council, and especially if you're using the Good Dollar token. There is also, I guess, yeah, I'll say it, Hadar, Mary, like the opportunity, if you run your own Good Dollar round, denominated round, the Good Dollar team is also